Hey everyone, Spencer Kaufman here with How To Video Channel. Today I'm going to show you how to replace a brake light on a 2010 Subaru Forester. So this is usually the top bulb on a rear or a tail light area. You've got a few different bulbs here. There's one on the bottom. This is a clear bulb. Then there's one on the middle. That's another clear bulb. Usually it's orange, clear casing. And then you have this red one up here, which is usually also a clear bulb, but it's behind the red casing. Now, in this bulb, there are two separate filaments. One that runs all the time with your lights, and so that one could still be good. But then if you turn your lights off and test your brakes, sometimes that will not light up. So what I'm going to do is show you that right now. I'll turn on the regular lights, and then I'll push the brake, and you'll see how that will not be on. So you can see there, the outside filament is lit up. And so this is right now only the headlights are on, and so that's the tail light that is working. But if we were to push the brake, what should happen is the other one should light up as well. And so really the way to test that is to turn off the lights and then push the brake, and you'll see that one will not be activated. But you will notice if I were to film both sides of the car at the same time, you would see that the other side is working. So I'll put this back. Okay, so now we're pushing the brake, and you should see that other one light up, but it's not happening. So what I'm going to do is show it to you on the other side so that you can see what it is supposed to do. That way you have a good idea of what it should look like. All right, so right now this is the other side of the car where you have the top bulb here. Right now it's off because the headlights are off. So now I'm going to go push the brake, and you will see how one lights up. And then I'll switch between the brake and the headlight so you can see how the tail light looks when the headlights or when your car lights are on. So we'll go between the two of them. All right, so I'm going to hit the brakes a few times. You can see there the light comes on. It's on the inside filament. So that's the brake. Now I'll put the lights on. So that's the outside filament. So you can see there the lights are on with the outside filament. That's the brake light. You can see that inside filament going. So that is the brake light, whereas on the other side, that doesn't work. All right, so here you can see we're back at the problematic brake light. And what we're going to do now is remove this entire light assembly to be able to access the bulb. So this process is pretty simple. It's a matter of a couple of screws. There's one right here, and then you're going to skip that one because you can see here there's a black encasement, and there's a gap between this one and these screws, so this one does not apply. So it's this top one and this bottom one. You're going to remove both of these, and then we'll be able to pull this whole assembly out and get that bulb out of there and put in a new bulb. So we have here a genuine Subaru part. So this is the brake light bulb. If you go to a Subaru dealer or a regular auto dealer and you tell them you need a 20 whatever or whatever your year is brake light, they'll be able to look that up for you. But here it is. This is for a 2010 Subaru Forester. That's the number. Now, one thing I want to mention is anytime you have a screw that also has a hex head on it, I highly recommend using a ratchet or some type of a ratchet, even if it's just a screwdriver with this end on it, a hex head, rather than a Phillips. Because most of the time, this is lesser quality steel. You can kind of see that one's already starting to strip down there. So just use this and it'll come off a lot easier. I hope this video is helping you out. If so, please consider sending a tip to support the work we do here at How To Video Channel. I tilted it so you can see the bulbs. We're dealing with that top one right there, which is this one right here. So we'll shore you up on that angle. All right, so to get this out, it's really very easy. It's just a twist and pull, and that's that. So, and then this is just a pull it straight out. Make sure your key and your lights are not on, all of that. Take out your new bulb. Okay, so we have the new bulb, and then I always like to use a little bulb grease. This one packet will last you for many years. It's a few bucks. I recommend it. It's cheap enough that it's just worth doing. So get the bulb grease, put it on there. Like I said, the one packet will last you a very, very long time because you do not need much. Okay, then simply pull out the old bulb. Try not to crush it. Ooh, if it's a little difficult, it's because they didn't put any bulb grease in there. There we go. If it becomes too difficult, you might want to get a rag or a cloth of some kind, because that way if the bulb breaks in your hand, it will not cut you. All right, so then push that in. Next, just like that. And then it is a matter of reassembling. Very, very simple. But before we do that, let's test out and see how this works. So I'll leave it right there so we can see the bulb. All right, so I'm going to turn the headlights on. You can see that. Now I'm going to push the brake a couple of times so we can see here the brake light. There we go. It is working. And so now I'll turn the lights off so you can see the brake light. There we go. Brake light is working. All right, now that we know the light works properly, both sides of the filament are excellent, we are going to reassemble the light. So simply push this back in. Then we are going to put the screws back in the light, making sure that this notch right here lines up with this right here. So let's get you centered up. All right, so we're going to line you up here, get this light put in, now put these screws in. I really hope you're enjoying this video on How To Video channel. If so, please consider hitting that like button, the bell icon, and the subscribe button to stay tuned to future videos. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them below and I'll do what I can to help you out. In addition, I really hope that you will consider sending a tip to this channel to support the work we do here at How To Video channel. Thank you.